students, so in our previous class of maths, we have solved many theorems, we have done many theorems, and we have solved exercise 6.1, 6.2 also. So today we will be doing exercise 6.3 by using all the properties we have done and all the properties of angles, and based on theorems also we have done on our last classes. Okay, so let us start exercise 6.3. First question is what? In the figure, side QP and RQ of triangle PQR are produced to point S and T respectively if angle SPR equal to 135 degree and angle PQT equal to 110 degree. You are to find angle PRQ. So in the figure what it is given, that side QP is produced to S. Okay, side QP is produced to S, and side QP of triangle PQR, remember, is produced to point S, and RQ is produced to point T. Okay, RQ is produced to point T. And angle SPR, this angle is given to you, this angle is equal to 135 degree, and angle PQT, this angle is given to you, is equal to 110 degree. We have to find which angle? We have to find this angle, angle PRQ. Okay, so to find this angle, first of all, if we find this angle and this angle, then if we get this angle and this angle, then we can use angle sum property of a triangle and we can easily find this angle. Okay, so first of all, what we will do? We will find this angle and this angle. So let us start. Now we are finding this angle. So angle SPR plus angle PRQ plus angle QPR. Okay, angle SPR. Okay, angle SPR plus angle QPR equal to 180 degree we can write, because these two are on the transversal PQ, and on the same point, on the same vertex P. So these two will be a linear pair. So angle SPR plus angle QPR equal to 180 degree. This is a linear pair. Okay. So now angle SPR is given to you. Angle SPR is 135 degree plus angle QPR we have to find equal to 180 degree. So angle QPR will be equal to how much? 180 degree minus 135 degree. So 10 minus 5 is 5 and 7 minus 3 is 4. So 45 degree. Okay, 10 minus 5 5 and 7 minus 3 4. So this comes as 45 degree. Now we will find this angle. Okay, so again this is solution. Okay, you can write whatever given angle SPR equal to 135 degree and angle PQT equal to 110 degree. We can write these are given, then we can start. Now again we have to find this angle. So what we will take? Angle PQT plus angle PQR equal to 180 degree, right? Angle PQT plus angle PQR equal to 180 degree. This is also a linear pair. This is also a linear pair as RT is a transversal and Q is the same point. Okay, so angle PQT is given to us. Angle PQT is 110 degree plus angle PQR we have to find out equal to 180 degree. So angle PQR equal to 180 degree minus 110 degree will be 0, 8 minus 1, 70 degree. So this is 70 degree. Now we have got this angle also, this angle also. We have to find this angle. So if we use angle sum property of a triangle on this triangle PQR, then we can easily find out angle PRQ. Okay. Now in triangle PQR, what we write? Now in triangle PQR will be what we can write? Angle PQR plus angle QPR plus angle PRQ equal to 180 degree. This is angle sum property of a triangle. Angle sum property of a triangle, right? Okay, so angle PQR we have 70 degree plus angle QPR we have 45 degree plus angle PRQ you have to find out equal to 180 degree. So 70 plus 45 is 5, 8, 9, 10, 11, 115 degree plus angle PRQ equal to 180 degree. So angle PRQ equal to 180 degree minus 115 degree. So 10 minus 5 is 5, 7 minus 1 is 6, 65 degree. So we have got angle PRQ is equal to 65 degree. Okay, now question number 2. In the given figure, angle x equal to 62 degree, right? In this given figure angle x equal to 62 degree given and angle xyz equal to 54 degree given. Then if YO and ZO, so this one, if YO and ZO are the bisectors of angle XYZ, understood? Are the bisectors of angle XYZ. If ZO is bisecting the angle XYZ and OY is bisecting angle, OY is bisecting angle XYZ and then ZO is bisecting angle XZY, then what you will do? Find angle OZY and angle YOZ. Okay? What we have to do? We have to find this angle OZY, this angle, and we have to find this angle. Okay? So first of all, what we will do? From this triangle, this angle is given and this angle is given. So if we find this angle, then we can find this angle also, because since it is a bisector, this is bisecting this triangle in two parts, right? So if we find this angle, then if we divide it by 2, then we will get this angle. Okay? So first of all, let us find this angle. Okay? So what we will write? In triangle XYZ, what we can write? Angle X plus angle XYZ plus angle XZY equal to 180 degree. Angle sum property of a triangle, right? Angle sum property of a triangle. Property of a triangle. You can give the symbol also. As we know, this is the symbol of a triangle. Okay, so angle x is equal to 62 degree plus angle xyz is how much? 54 degree plus angle xzy we have to find out equal to 180 degree. So 62 degree plus 54 degree is 2 plus 4 is 6, 6 plus 5, 11, 116 degree plus angle xzy equal to 180 degree. So you will find angle xzy 180 degree minus 116 degree. So 10 minus 6, 4 and 7 minus 1, 6. So we have got 10 minus 6, 4 and 7 minus 1 is 6. So we have got how much? 64 degree. That this angle is 64 degree. Okay. So what we will do now? We will do that angle OYZ is equal to how much? And angle OZY is equal to how much first of all? So we were finding now angle OYZ. Angle OYZ will be how much? XYZ, angle XYZ divided by 2. So angle XYZ is 54 degree divided by 2. How much will come if we cancel? 2 2s are 4, 2 7s are 40. So 27 degree. And angle OZY, then angle OZY will be equal to angle XZY divided by 2. So angle XZY is 64 degree divided by 2 will be how much? 2 3 is 6, 2 2 is 4, 32 degree. Okay. So we have got this angle OYZ. We have got angle OYZ is 27 degree and angle OZY is 32 degree. So now from this triangle we have got this angle also, this angle also. We have to find this angle by what? By angle sum property, same only. So let's write again what we can write? Angle OYZ plus angle OZY plus angle YOZ equal to 180 degree. This is also angle sum property of a triangle. Angle sum property of triangle. Okay. So we have angle OYZ is how much? 27 degree plus angle OZY is 32 degree. YOZ we are finding out equal to 180 degree. So 27 degree plus 32 degree is 59 degree plus angle YOZ equal to 180 degree. So angle YOZ equal to 180 degree minus 59 degree. So 10 minus 9 is 1, 7 minus 5 is 2. So 21 degree. We have got angle YOZ is equal to 21 degree. Okay, now question number 3. In the given figure, if AB parallel D, so here AB is parallel to D. Okay, AB is parallel to D given. Then angle BAC equal to 35 degree given. Angle BAC equal to 35 degree given. And angle CD. Angle CD equal to 53 degree given. What angle we have to find out? We have to find out this angle. No, sorry, this angle we have to find out. Angle BC we have to find out. So to find angle BC, first of all we have to find this angle. Then only we can use angle sum property of a triangle, right? So what we can do? How we will find this angle? We are given angle BAC, right? And given angle BAC equal to 35 degree and angle CDE equal to 53 degree. Okay. So now see this angle BAC and angle DEC are alternate interior angles, right? Alternate angles. So because AE is a transversal here, it is intersecting these parallel lines AB and D. So angle BAC equal to angle CD. Why? They are alternate interior angles. So we can write angle BAC equal to angle CDE, alternate interior angles. Okay, alternate interior angles. Okay. So angle BAC is given 35 degree. So your angle CDE will be what? 35 degree. Angle CDE will be 35 degree. So we have got this one. We have got, sorry, not CDE. This is CED. Okay, CED. Angle BAC equal to angle CED. We are finding this angle. So angle BAC equal to angle CED, and these two are alternate interior angles. So angle CED we have got. Angle CED we have got 35 degree. So this is 35 degree. So these two angles we have got. This is given and we have got this angle. We have find out this angle. So by this we can find this angle by using angle sum property. Now in triangle CDE. Now in triangle CDE, what you can write? Angle CDE plus angle CED plus angle DCE equal to 180 degree angle sum property of a triangle. So here you see in 6.3, in most of the sums we are using, almost all of the sums we are using angle sum property of a triangle, right? Almost all of the sums we are using which property? Angle sum property of a triangle. Okay, angle sum property of a triangle. So now angle CD is given to us 53 degree, plus angle CD we have find out 35 degree, plus angle DCE we have to find out equal to 180 degree. So 53 plus 35 is 3 plus 5 8, 3 plus 5 8. So 88 degree plus angle DCE equal to 180 degree. So angle DCE will be how much? Angle DCE will be 180 degree minus 88 degree. So 10 minus 8 is 2 and 8 minus 8 is, sorry, 17 minus 8. From here we took 1. 17 minus 8 is how much? 17, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 92 degree. So your angle DCE is how much? 92 degree. Let's do question number 4. In the given figure, if line PQ and RS intersect at point T such that, okay, PQ, line PQ and RS are intersecting at point T such that angle PRT, this angle is given 40 degree, and angle RPT, this angle is given 95 degree, and from this triangle, angle PSQ is given 75 degree. We have to find which angle? Angle SQT. We have to find this angle, okay? So, from this triangle, we can find this angle first of all, right? By using angle sum property. So, in triangle PRT, okay? In triangle PRT, what we can write? Angle PRT plus angle RPT plus angle PTR equal to 180 degree. This is also angle sum property of a triangle. Angle sum property of a triangle. Okay, angle sum property of a triangle. So we have the values. Angle PRT is 40 degree plus angle RPT is 95 degree plus angle PTR we have to find out equal to 180 degree. So angle, so these two are how many? How much we get? 5. 4 plus 9 is 13, 135 degree plus angle PTR equal to 180 degree. So angle PTR will be how much? 180 degree minus 135 degree. So 10 minus 5 is 5, 7 minus 3 is 45 degree. So this is 45 degree. So now you see, if this angle is equal to 45 degree, then this angle will also be 45 degree. How? Because this angle and this angle are vertically opposite angles, right? So we can write, since angle PTR equal to angle STQ, how? Since it is a vertically opposite angle, right? This angle and this angle are vertically opposite angles. So what we can write? Angle PTR we have got 45 degree. So angle STQ is your 45 degree. So this is equal to 45 degree. So now in this triangle we have got this angle also, this angle also. We can find this angle by using angle sum property of a triangle. So again in triangle STQ, what we can write? Angle STQ plus angle QST plus angle TQS equal to 180 degree, right? So we have to find SQT, so write SQT. Okay, so STQ is how much? 45 degree plus QST is how much? 75 degree plus SQT is, we have to find out SQT, so 180 degree. This is also angle sum property. This is also angle sum property of triangle. So 45 plus 75 is 5 plus 5, 10, 1, 4 plus 7, 110, right? 120. So plus SQT equal to 180 degree. So angle SQT will be equal to 180 degree minus 120 degree, which will be 60 degree. So your angle SQT is 60 degree. Now number 5. In the given figure, in this given figure, we are given PQ perpendicular PS. So PQ is perpendicular on PS. Okay, PQ is perpendicular on PS. So this will be how much? This will be 90 degree. Since PQ is perpendicular on PS, so this angle will be 90 degree, and PQ parallel SR. PQ is parallel SR. Okay, PQ is parallel SR, and angle SQR. Angle SQR is equal to 28 degree. Angle SQR is equal to 28 degree, and angle QRT. This angle is equal to, angle QRT is equal to 65 degree. Find the values of X and Y. We have to find the values of X and Y. Okay. So see, if SR is produced to T, since SR is produced to T and PQ and SR are parallel, then when SR will be produced to T, then PQ will be parallel to ST also, right? PQ will be parallel to ST also now. So now see, this angle PQR will be equal to QRT, since these two are alternate interior angles. Okay, PQR will be equal to angle QRT, since these two are alternate interior angles, and QR is a transversal here. Okay, so what we will write? Angle PQR equal to angle QRT equal to, sorry, these two are alternate interior angles. Okay, angle PQR equal to angle QRT are alternate interior angles. So angle PQR is how much? These two are together angle PQR. These two are together. So X plus 28 we have to take. X plus 28. Sum of these two is equal to angle Q, right? So X plus 28 equal to angle QRT is 65 degree. So from here X equal to how much? 65 degree minus 28 degree. So 15 minus 8 is 7, and 5 minus 2, 3. 37 degree we have got. Now what we will do? Now we will find out Y. We have got X, we will find out Y now. So in triangle PQS we can take. In triangle PQS we will write what? X plus Y. X plus Y plus angle QPS equal to 180 degree, right? Which is, this is what? Angle sum property of a triangle. Property of a triangle. So X plus Y, X we have 37 degree plus Y plus angle QPS is 90 degree. Since PQ is perpendicular on PS, so this angle will be 90 degree equal to 180 degree. So 37 plus 90 is 127 degree plus Y equal to 180 degree. So Y will be how much? 180 degree minus 127 degree. So 10 minus 7 is 3. 7 minus 2 is 5. So your answer is 53 degree. So y value is 53 degree. Therefore x equal to how much we got? 37 degree, and y equal to how much? 53 degree. So we have find out the value of x and y. So now number 6c. In the given figure, the side QR of triangle PQR, right? The side QR of triangle PQR is produced to a point S, okay? Is produced to a point S if the bisector of angle PQR, if the bisector of angle PQR and angle PRS, okay? So bisector of angle PQR, this is the bisector of angle PQR, and angle PRS. Angle PRS, this is the bisector of angle, this is the another bisector, angle PQR, this one. Angle PQR and angle PRS will meet at a point what? They will meet at a point T. Okay? So you are to prove what? You are to prove that angle QTR, angle QTR will be half of angle QPR. So I'll show you an easy method to solve it. Okay? Very easy. So suppose we take this, as it is a bisector, then they will divide in two parts. So take this as x and this also as x, and this as y and this also as y. Okay? This is one angle. So as there is a bisector, so it will divide in two parts. So both here also in two parts. So take this one as x also and this one also as x. Here also y. Okay. So let's start. What we will do? First let us take in triangle QTR. Okay. What we can write in triangle QTR? See. We will use exterior property. Okay. Exterior angle property. Remember? Last theorem we have done. So see, this is your exterior angle. In angle QTR, which one will be your exterior angle? This one will be your exterior angle, and opposite, we take opposite of this. This one is exterior angle and the sum of opposite angles, right? So this one and this one, right? So what we can write from triangle QTR, that you will write here x is an exterior angle. This one in triangle QTR, remember, in triangle QTR, this one is your exterior angle, x is an exterior angle. So what we will write now? X equal to, we can write x equal to y plus angle QTR, we can write the sum of opposite angles, right? This is what? This is exterior angle property. This is exterior angle property. We have done the theorem of this also. We have proved it also, right? In our last class we have done the theorem of this. So this is called exterior angle property. Now find the value of QTR. Then what it will become? Angle QTR will be equal to x minus y, right? So give this as equation 1. Now in triangle PQR, we have taken angle QTR, now we will take angle PQR, okay? So in triangle PQR, you see these two are exterior angle, 2x, right? 2x is your exterior angle. So in triangle PQR we will write 2x is an exterior angle. 2x is an exterior angle. So what we can write? Here also 2y, right? Sum of opposite angles. Exterior angle is equal to sum of opposite angles in the interior. So what we will write? 2x equal to 2y plus angle QPR, right? So this one also we will find the value of angle QPR will be equal to how much? 2x minus 2y. So this one, if we take 2 common here, so 2 into x minus y. So your x minus y is angle QTR. So 2 of angle QTR from 1 you will write. Okay, because x minus y we have got angle QTR. So this is angle QPR. So what we can prove? What we have got? Angle QTR is equal to half of angle QPR. We have got, right? By dividing, angle QTR is equal to half of angle QPR. So we have proved it. Okay. So this is a very easy method I have shown you. So we have solved all the questions of exercise 6.3 also. So our chapter 6 is over. So thank you all of you.